Sweet Liberty, Helldivers. The rumors around December 2nd have actually been validated. That's right. It's not all been conspiracy and tinfoil hats over here. We are getting the new premium Warbond, and that is going to be Python Commandos. And with it comes a couple different leaks that we've been wanting to get actually out there in the ether. We've only been speculating about it, but it's finally arrived, and a bunch of things that we've been requesting as a community. So without further ado, let's take a look at the trailer and break it down. Absolutely incredible, Helldivers. I don't know how hyped you are, but I'm absolutely over the moon for this one. This is looking great. Now, in here is going to be that, minigun and the chainsaw that we've had rumors for, we've had data files for some time, and I've been super excited to actually see it drop into a Warbond, and we could finally say, Christmas has come earlier this year because it's finally happening. But in this Warbond is a ton of other items as well, so let's take a closer look here. So with this new Warbond, we're excited to obviously see the minigun coming into this, and that's going to be beautiful, but there is going to be the new primary, and if you didn't quite clock it, it does have the grenade launcher function, so we're not getting our new standalone grenade, but it's being kind of rolled up into the new weapon, but it is setting the precedent for multifunction weaponry, and we do know from the game files that's something that's going to be taking more of a standard soon to come with different weapon variants. But then, of course, we're getting awesome new stratagems alongside that minigun. We're going to be getting the chainsaw. Now, this is something that I've covered on the channel many times, and it's been speculated. We've showed off game files previously, but this thing looks beautiful. You're going to rev it up, you're going to cut through trees, you're going to cut through hides of your enemy. It's going to be so much fun to use, and, I'm going to be putting this into a lot of builds that I have. But then also, we're getting a new attack dog to protect us, and he brings the flame and he brings the pain. It looks great. Then new armor patterns, as well as new armor sets from, this Viper-style commando, camouflage. It's great. I love it. Of course, then a new armor passive, new capes, new player banners, a new emote for all of our gym bros, and then, of course, a new player title. But we have to take a look at each one of these individually, so let's break it down. So first up is going to be the M1000 Maxi Gun. Now, this is a belt-fed high ammo capacity gun, and this thing is going to obliterate. So the buzzing sound has been solved. It's been confirmed. That's what we were speculating it would be, this minigun, but, people are like, what if we're getting actual bees in the game? I'm like, that would be cool, but I don't think so. It's going to be this. So yes, this is going to be, kind of going in towards the Juggernaut style of gameplay that we've asked for a long time, and it has the heavy armor to complement it. Then next up is going to be the AX Flam 75 Guard Dog. He's real, he packs a punch, and he can definitely hurt. But probably, hitting our friends more often than not, so be careful around this one, but this one is sure to light the fields on fire, take out all the bugs around you and others, and be a blast to use. Then, my favorite bit is going to be, again, the chainsaw. I'm loving this. So, this one is actually called the CQC9 defoliation tool. So, yes, totally just intended for cutting down trees or, all the enemies around you. I'm going to be using this one like crazy. Again, this is something that we'd seen in earlier data files, and I'm very excited to wield this one on the battlefield. And once again, friends, this is not a secondary weapon. This is actually a stratagem. Then last up is going to be our primary for like the main weapons, and that is going to be the ARGL2112, and it's called a 1-2 because it has not only the machine gun for the AR form, but it has the grenade launcher, and then you just have to, use your wheel and select it, equip it, fire it out. It's going to be great. So once again, it's a 2-for-1 in this. That's why we're not getting a grenade on its own in this Warbond. Then taking a look at the different armor sets themselves and capes. So we're going to be getting 2 armor sets. One is going to be the light armor and one's going to be the heavy armor. The light armor is going to be the RS-20 Constrictor, and the RS-40 Best of Prey is going to be the heavy armor. And both are going to be coming with the new passive that's going to allow us to resist Ragdoll and Stagger, so we're very excited for that. Then after that, taking a look at our patterns and emotes. So we're going to be getting the different camouflage chameleon pattern for our FRV, our Hellpod, our shuttle, so that's looking great. But then also the new capes, I think these are quite, stunning over here. They have a cool camo vibe to it, kind of look like the Viper Commando previously, but this is looking, pretty nice. I like it. But then last up, we'll be getting our new title, which is the Python Commando, and then the fun new emote, which is going to be the push-ups. Yes, you can be a gym bro and flex on the battlefield and do some push-ups with all of your friends while all the chaos is around you. Okay, all of that for the Warbond looks great, but friends, please do not forget that we have the fan-created Helldivers film for Liberty by Plot Coalition and friends on that channel coming up on November 28th. That is, the day after Turkey Day over here in the States. So I'm going to just, pop that up over here with a link to the trailer, so go watch that trailer again. And friends, as always, thank you so much for tuning in to us. We really do appreciate you, and take care, everyone.